One and all, and welcome to the cybersecurity workshop that is being arranged by Dr. Homi State University.
Hey, hello guys. I'm really sorry for I had to take a break. We are all working on technologies. We are facing some of the technical glitches in terms of buffering. Okay, so we thought of probably doing something which would give you a more better experience than what you are having right now. So yes, I'm back, and probably that I see a lot of new faces or new names coming into the list, and so I thought of again doing a kind of a recap what we did. Okay, the attack part or the fraud part we will do. I'll do it personally when we meet. Right. So coming to the more important aspect of digital equality, as I said always that I am I am bit against of this digital inequality. Okay, and so I want to have. Uh, I always post about digital equality, right? For a very simple reason that if you see the statistics, okay, more than 70% of the crimes today happening on cyber space, okay, is actually because actually for women, not for men, right? And it really shocks me about it when I think about it and when I read about it somewhere. So there is somewhere I feel that more than like, then why do we actually shout in the society or in the courts that there is a equality or we need equality in the gender when there is not, it is not seen that way in the uh, in 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 the digital space. So I thought of bringing this up and using this forum to actually share my I would say comments or share my thoughts, right? So it's a disclaimer. It's a disclaimer is this is my thought. Okay, this is my thought. This is what I felt. This is what I see. Okay, and this is what I perceive. You might have a different thought. I'm not here to judge anyone. Okay, I'm just here to bring out what I feel on the table, right? So I'll quickly move to it. Okay, and first and foremost thing is that where is the problem? If there is so much of equality, where is the particular problem, right? Uh, so problems are basically five, which I have mentioned, but it can be more than five, right? So I have mentioned five because I see this five covers 500 of the problems, right? So that is the major thing. So one is underrated assumptions. Okay, underrated assumptions is women are never thought to be a leaders or the players. Okay, so if that is the case, okay, so and secondly, no, it's not about a singular place. It's about multifaceted ecosystem where women are always uh, underrated in terms of the abilities, in terms of potential. Okay, and that is what is assumed, right? Second is your overpowering potential. Boys and men know that women have that kind of potential which can overpower them. I am not sure how many of you actually would like to work under a woman boss. I am very sure most of the men will not like working under women. That's what I wanted to say here. Emotional handcuffs. Okay, women are emotional. Yeah, I can say that. That's because they are they are more emotionally or mentally stable, so they are emotional. Okay, so I see that as an advantage, not as a disadvantage. Insecurity in growth potential. Okay, even if a girl or if a woman does best of her job, probably there will be always a kind of an insecurity in whether they can oversee or they can take over those areas where today men's rule, right? So that's the problem, and all these four things makes the female gender always an easy target for all sorts of crimes, right? uh, But this slide I really hate. I mean, I don't want to put this slide, but I feel it is important for us to know that what exactly the problem is, what exactly the kind of statistics I want to put it. Now, if you see this is an NCRB report of 2022, I have not personally put across any further reports because I don't like to put it. The only thing what I had to mention is the crimes, the gender-based crimes are exponentially increasing day by day. Okay, minute by minute as we speak, right? So so NCRB basically works towards women and children based crimes. Okay, and so this is particularly the areas where we have seen a lot of things happening, right? But they say other crimes against women, right? They are basically the physical crimes. Okay, but you should also understand that today digital or cyber is linked with physical. So if I have to kill someone, okay, I don't have to now go and do a physical things, right? So I can easily put a ransom on the dark net, and automatically the work will be done. So that's how it is. It's now connected. So that's the reason I have put in both the things, right? So uh, what are the major concerns? What are the digital concerns? Or I would say, what are the concerns where your digital or cyber crimes actually work upon? So there are four things which I have used. Okay. Now, these four things can be boiled down to 400 stuffs, right? So, one is cyberbullying. Everybody knows it. Cyber stalking, deepfakes, financial frauds, everything, right? So let's talk about cyberbullying. Okay, so actually, leave cyber. Your bullying starts from the time when you are born, right? For some other reason, right? So it starts with your families, relatives, okay, even your friends, your society, then your school, then college, then your professional space, that's everything, and your relationships, everything there is a bullying, right? So what is that exactly is a bullying? Your bullying is nothing but an act to harass or threaten or embarrass, okay, or target another person by spreading rumors, okay, or putting defamatory messages or hurtful messages, okay, or private information which they should not be using it, and or let's say isolating someone. That's basically bullying. When you say all these things, it is actually covering your psychological space, okay, psychological peace, and often the person or the victim is seen to grow the following symptoms like anxiety, depression. Okay, it's a major thing which we are seeing today. Okay, not limited to ages. We have seen anxiety, depression problems coming from your kids. Okay, in school. Okay, so that's something which is a very concerning stuff. Low self esteem, right? So low in confidence, suicidal thoughts, and social isolation. Okay, it's very advanced stage. Academic and behavioral problems, okay, and emotional distress. So these are some things, okay. What I would really suggest, or what I would really request parents to be really observeful towards their kids. Okay, that often they say something uh, from a behavior, not by words. So please be open with your kids. Okay, please understand their behavior. If you see any kind of a suspiciousness or a change in their behavior, that could be an alarming stage, right? So be very very thoughtful about it. Okay, but more than that, make your kid or make your child understand and prepare him or her to withstand this bullying, because every time you cannot be there with them. Okay, so prepare them, make them strong so that they can themselves, okay, just face this off. So what are those typical very very small things which you can think of, which can help you out in not becoming a victim of this particular of this thing? Okay, first is personal information. Do not share personal information. I have seen there are a lot of stuff you share in social media, right? You share your location, you share your family photos, you share your friends photos. Okay, you share everything, right? So please don't do that, because you never know that even if you're doing in a good faith basis, uh, people might take it in a wrong way, or they can use it against you. So uh, please don't share it. Okay. And whatever you are sharing, okay, please be careful, please be wise when you are sharing that. Okay. Do not engage into something which is not required, right? So don't engage in any kind of a cases or any kind of a situations where your presence is not required. Okay. Simple is just press the ignore button. When somebody is doing something, let him do it. Just press the ignore button. I know it's tough, okay? It's easy to say, but tough to do. But it's equally important, and it's equally you can do it. Um, if you do it, that's great, right? So block it, save and report. Yeah, so you can always go forward in terms of reporting it to the enforcement agencies. They are there to help you. Okay, they are not there to they are not judging you, right? They are not judging you. They are there to help you. So be very open in terms of meeting with the law enforcement officials or agencies. Okay, and most important part is where I have seen a lot of gap happening, and that's probably the reason why there are so many of cases which are pending, is basically lack of evidence. Now what we do here is, when we see some kind of a derogatory or some kind of a objectionable message, we try to delete it. Don't delete that. Okay, keep it with you. Okay, archive it, keep it with you, because that will create a lot of, that will help you to firm your case against that person from where you have received the message. So don't delete anything. Don't delete anything. Okay, there is no fun in deleting. Okay, the person has sent. Okay, and with an intent, so keep that intent alive. And if you want to really create a winning case or a winning situation, then you have to be there on the evidences, right? So don't delete the evidences. Be mindful of your own behavior. Okay, don't indulge into or don't demonstrate a very behavior which is an objectionable. Okay, so I will not define what is objectionable. You guys are well thoughtful if it is objectionable. Okay, and and if it is out of fun, then always have a wiseful decision, that if this turns out to be negative, then how would you save yourself? That's fine. Okay. uh think before you post. Don't post good. Don't just go and post everything what you do in your life, man. I mean, this is crazy. Okay, think before you post, man. I mean, your Instagram or your Facebook or your social media do not put a foundation on you that you have to post this content to become famous. No, don't do that, right? And always stand up for others, because and that's where, if tomorrow you face a problem, they will stand for you. Be always mindful and always help people when if you can, to the limit where you can help. Okay, stalking is something. Stalking is it's a little different, because bullying is a little mild, I would say, but stalking can lead to a more aggressive and more thoughtful and more dangerous situations. Okay, um, it starts from your digital space or your cyberspace, but it goes to your physical space as well, right? So when you are basically you are when someone, okay, when someone is trying to repeatedly trying to force their thoughts on you, okay, harass, threatening, there are normal things. Or monitor. This is very important. Monitor. Now monitor is not only what you are doing on your social media platforms, but also what you are doing on your personal life. Okay, so that is very problematic. Okay, so monitoring it, and it leads to such dangerous cases that you are not only involved yourself, but also you are involving people, okay, your family, your friends, into something which they don't have any connection with, right? This is something which is you have made a problem, okay, but you are actually putting all those who are circling you on this particular problem, right? So don't do that, okay. And always, the stalking is very, very problematic, because we have seen a lot of cases in stalking which has started from just messages on the social media, and to the physical harassment, okay, uh, leading to losing someone's life. I really uh, want to tell everybody who's listening this and who would listen later, please be mindful what you're doing. Okay, so preliminary symptoms would be same: anxiety, depressions is here, but the more important part is fear. Now, this fear is basically different from what you call as a fear of heights or fear of water. This is very different. This fear will always stay with you, okay, in your entire life. It is basically, it doesn't go beyond, it goes lot of beyond from your psychological limits. Okay, this fear, you tend to lose trust. Okay, you tend to lose trust, and that is the end of your identity, right? So social isolations and societal thoughts are again the primary stuff. PTSD, okay. Most of you know what is a post-traumatic stress disorder. Anger and frustrations are the common ones, okay, which you can see here as well. So these all, so I said these are not diseases. These are these are psychological problems which you don't understand, okay, what it can incur or lead to. Okay, it is not just a fever which is happening and you are taking a crocin and paracetamol, and the fever goes out. This is not. This will remain in your life. Okay, this will remain in your child's life. This will remain in your family's life. Okay, so please take it wisely. Uh, I would say the pointers to save yourself and your loved ones are almost the same thing. Okay, so I have not differentiated anything. Okay, but I have added some points. Okay, so I say limit information sharing. That is a common thing. Maximum privacy settings. Now, I don't know how many of you know that WhatsApp privacy, you share a lot of details using WhatsApp or your social media, right? So there are privacy settings. Now, in WhatsApp also, you get some messages from unknown people asking for money or whatever it is. Now, there is, if you go to settings of your WhatsApp, okay, there is a section called as privacy. Go to there and you will find that the WhatsApp can automatically block any unwanted number calls or messages without using any third party application. So go and do that. I have done it. You also go and do that. Okay. uh, Manage your digital footprint. Now, digital footprint is basically your pattern. Okay, so it actually talks about how you surf, where you go, how much time you spent on that particular place. Okay, so manage it. Okay, manage this digital footprint in a proper way so that it doesn't give anybody an access to your personal life, right? uh Disable geolocation. Now that is what it is. Okay, I am feeling happy in this restaurant. I am feeling happy going here for a vacation. Disable geolocation. This is not required. Okay, this is your private moment. Keep it private. Okay, it's not required actually. Be selective with connections. Don't just in the pace of having more and more subscribers. Okay, don't just blindly go and click on click on any and every friend request which you get. Be very selective. Install security software. Now that this is something which has been told by everyone. Okay, so install something like threat management software or antivirus on your devices from where you're actually using it. Okay, but this is more from the perspective of somebody accessing your system, trying to access your system, and doing a stalking after doing accessing your system. Okay, but from an identity perspective, the software should be you, and the concise should be something which you have to install in your mind. That's the thing which I wanted to speak about it. Okay. Now, deepfake. Okay, this is a AI I believe all of you would agree with me that this is an AI world, right? This is an AI era, and in using AI, you can do whatever you cannot do without AI. So AI is seamlessly easy, seamlessly allows you to perform the task which probably you wouldn't have even thought of. Okay. But again, I said a coin doesn't have only a heads; it also has a tail, right? So there are two faces of it, right? And that the deeper phase is basically the term like deepfake. Okay, because your deepfake is basically creating a falsified image of taking an actual image, right? But would you understand? Would you understand this image is a defect image, or it's not a actual image, or it's a fake image? Generally, people don't understand, right? And that's where the problem is. Okay, uh, I have seen most of the cases where you know girls or women come in that, hey, I mean, he is threatening that he has some private images of mine, and he is threatening that he will put it on live, put it on the internet or any social media, without thinking, without thinking that the particular image is actually image or not. Okay, so there are a lot of things, there are a lot of ways where you can actually detect, okay, that whether your image is a legit image or a fake image, right? Similar with the Me Too, okay. Even your videos, okay, even your videos which are generated by AI, okay, has has lot of pointers which you can easily notice. Okay, first is, okay, so the pointers which are there, it's given in their below section, right? So AI cannot 100% replicate a human identity. It will have some kind of a automated, or I would say cartoonistic characters. Okay, it's just that you have to see and understand that particular character, and you will be done. So first is facial movements. Okay, how we speak, okay, and how a AI built video would speak, there'll be a very big and noticeable differences, right? So think that light and shadow, okay, your natural light, okay, or your realistic lights cannot 100% uh, adopted by AI. Okay, there'll be some artificial lightnings which you can see. Okay, then you have special biometric characters like your hair, your skin, even your eyes. Okay, even the way you walk, okay, the posturing, there's a lot. If your behavioral patterns, it will be changed. It will be changed. Even your audio quality, the way we speak, and the way our AI generated bot will speak, it's cannot be same, right? Okay, so use some intelligence before actually judging someone that it is really a problematic video. It is actually not a problematic video. It is not even a video only. You can also generate a AI video, AI. You just use some good prompts and you generate it, or you get access of any of the pictures, and you can actually generate something. You can actually generate a video from a picture as well. Just give a scenario, just give a plot. So just don't um compare a book by its cover. Okay, go in and see whether it is really a problem or not problem, because your judgment affects somebody's life. Okay, so be very clear, careful. First of all, you don't have to judge, we don't have to judge. Okay, because if today somebody is in problem, tomorrow you can also be in problem. Okay, so you will also face the same kind of a reality what you are keeping it for others, right? So you can take into that, right? So some of the important parts, okay, again, informed sharing. This is one thing. Your personal pictures. Please understand, when you say personal pictures, it should be only personal. Your private information should be only private. Okay. Your private information is not to be displayed on the screen, to the entire world, then that is not a private. Then don't shout that somebody accessed my private information, because you have only let them to access it. Okay. Strong privacy settings, I mentioned it. Okay, if you are using Facebook or any social media, they have the privacy settings. If you are using WhatsApp, okay, it also has a privacy settings. So, yeah, watermark your content. Now, this watermark is basically a very beautiful feature. I've seen, when I was working with media, I have seen how this, movies, okay, before they are released, how they are watermarked. So your watermarks are not visible actually on the screen, or even on the frames of the video clip. But when anybody comes and tries to access your content without informing you, they will not able to access it or use that content because of their watermark. Okay, multi-factor authentication, use more than one thing. Okay, but more than that, I would say all these things are fine. I mean, use strong passwords, phishing bait, report is okay, right? But the only thing is, always work on a zero trust framework. Okay, don't trust anyone, because uh, the entire crime scenario is basis on the trust which you do on others, right? So don't trust. Okay, you should not be saying, "Arey, I wanted to take out some money from ATM, and I cannot do it because I'm engaged in some other work. Uh, I called my friend and I gave her my ATM debit card and my PIN and told her to take out 1,000 rupees for my college fund." Now that's basically you have trusted her, right? Now what is the scene if that person, okay, number one, takes out 2,000 rupees and tells you that she has already taken 1,000 rupees. Okay, you got your SMS. Okay, your SMS also sometimes banks give a late SMS, right? So you got, and you're saying that it's 2,000 rupees. Okay, it has been sent, and you're trusting your friend, and you cannot directly go and speak with her that you have done, why you have taken 2,000 rupees, because even you don't know that whether she is the culprit or not. Now this entire thing of uncertainty leads to nowhere but a loss of 2,000, another 1,000 rupees for you. Okay, so please be mindful. Okay, if you cannot do it, don't do it. When you can do it, then do it. Okay, but don't trust anyone. Okay, for something, for work which you can do. So that's stuff I wanted to say here. Financial pros have kept it open because I have seen a lot of, females. I don't know, females are more attracted towards this financial pros because of the because they are so attached to their families, growth, giving a good life. So whenever there is any kind of a scheme or any kind of a information coming that there will be a 10x or 20x growth of the amount, they generally take that bait. Okay, uh, without even thinking the practicality of it. I would say don't do it. Okay, let things happen on their own way, but don't take a shortcut. Shortcuts never work, right? And next is your OTPs. Ma'am, there is a OTP sent to your mobile phone. Our server is not working. Can you just give us the 4-digit mobile OTP? And you happily give it to them because you think that they have only sent to me, and it's okay to give it back. Don't do that. Okay. And that's one thing which I have seen right now called as digital arrest. Now, I am not sure how you feel about it, but when I closely look into the entire judiciary system or judiciary part, there is nothing called digital arrest. What do you mean by digital arrest? I can understand house arrest. I can understand, police custody. I can understand everything. What is digital arrest? I mean, how can a policeman uh, tell you that you can be arrested digitally without having a case, without having a plead, you just digital arrest? No, there is nothing called a digital arrest. And you have to understand one thing: arrest is a verdict of some case. But before that, you should be actually aware of the case first thing. Okay, so just don't go by somebody calling on WhatsApp or a video call wearing a police this thing or a seat, telling you that he's from CBI or CID or anything, any of the esteemed law agencies, and you are caught into some crime, and as per the directions of the court, you are forced to get into a digital arrest. But where is the court? Have you ever got a summon? Where is the case? Where is the FIR? So please use your mind. Okay, it's okay to be scared, but don't take everything on a face value. That's where the most of the problem is happening. Okay, now there are certain things. Report immediately to the regulators. Okay, even if you're getting this message from a police person, supposed to be a police person, report it to your nearest police station. Okay, that I'm getting it and this is what it is. Okay, if you can record that particular call. Okay, that will give a lot of help to your cybercrime department to actually catch that culprit. Okay, evidences are very important. Phone calls recording, damn good. Okay, if you can record a video, because you are getting a video call, you can record a video. Excellent. Okay, but gather the evidences. Uh, be vigilant when sharing money digitally. Okay, this is something which even your RBI or banks are saying. Okay, do not disclose your OTP or PIN. Do not use any unauthorized application. Now there are so many applications which are there in your app store or your Google store, right? So not everything is fine. So use only those stuff which people will know. I would say use only your net banking application. I'm telling you. So you have every bank has now given a mobile application, which has a UPI payment feature. So I would say this is the best thing to use it. Okay. Always check the recipient before initiating a transfer. It's not everybody is needy. Okay. So if you're getting a message from somebody that I am in a need of, let's say, X amount of money, uh, can you please help me out and I'll pay you back. Before doing it, before becoming Danvir, you just go and physically check, call that person, okay, and check and verify whether he really is the person who has sent you a message or not. Okay. Never perform a finance transaction using public hotspots. Now that is quite okay. Anyways, always ensure your system has updated AV. Now this is okay. This is fine. This is everybody's saying. But more important stuff here is that it's not even your public hotspots is a bigger problem. Bigger problem is, do you know what you're doing? Okay. People will say, hey, what is your problem? I mean, this is my account, my bank, my money. Okay, it is your everything else. Then don't come and cribbing that somebody has stolen my money. Okay. So this is something which I have put in across. Okay, that a kind of how to overall keep yourself away from unnecessary tensions. Okay, unnecessary problems, and as I say, your mistakes are very simple, but it can lead to a bigger problems. And I have given, and we discussed, and I have given a lot of examples where you don't intend, you don't think that this thing can lead to such a big problem, right? So you don't think before, right? But yes, there is always a collateral damage, okay, which happens from so-called mistake you make. First and foremost thing, I know you guys are social buff. Come out from FOMO. I understand. I think you guys know what is FOMO, right? It is fear of missing out. You sent a message, you sent a post, you upload a post on to your let's say Facebook, and you are not getting any likes, or people are not viewing it. Now you get intention that probably people, my audience or my subscribers have forgotten me. Actually, it is not. It's your problem. And FOMO is not a disease. It's a psychological issue, right? That you always want people to be talking about you, okay, so that you are happy that people remember you and you are famous. Please come out of that. Okay. And one more thing, confidentiality and privacy are the two different things. Okay, sorry for that spelling mistake, but confidence, privacy are very two different things. Okay, don't mix, right? So confidential and privacy, it's very thin line, though it's very thin line, but there is a line. Okay, so you understand the confidentiality and understand the privacy. I give you a very simple example. Your password should be strong. It should contain alphanumeric. It should contain special characters. Okay. It should not be more than uh, 8 or 12 characters. Okay. Versus you should not share your password with anybody. Now, what is the difference? Okay. So that is where the difference is confidentiality and privacy. The first line which I said, which actually describes a password, how did it be made, that is confidentiality. Okay. And the second part, what I said, that please do not share your password, is your privacy. Okay. So if in privacy, okay, you cannot share a private details, okay, of somebody without taking a permission of them. Okay, so please be mindful before attempting any kind of a problem, because then you might be ending up into something which is not that kind of a good. Okay, so how do you safeguard the zero trust approach? As I was saying, uh, security works on trust, but crimes breaches the trust. Okay, so better would be don't trust. Okay, don't overload information when it is not needed. Don't put unnecessary information onto your social media sites or to anybody else. Okay, when it is not needed. Okay, draw a line between what can be shared and what cannot be shared. Everything cannot be shared, right? Okay, never accept connections from unknown people. Okay, always check back when you are in suspicious. It's good to be suspicious here. Okay, when you are suspicious, you please check back with that person. Always use trusted social platforms. So there are so many things, so many social platforms are there. But before using, please have a due diligence done. Never share your credentials to anyone. I gave you example of you and your friend. Do not download anything from internet which you don't know. I think that is good part. Okay. But do you know? Okay. So now that you have virtual climbs. So here, basically, your realities are getting split, right? Today we have virtual realities, you have augmented realities, you have actual realities where we live right now. Okay. But if you see now, people are just moving uh, from actual reality to the virtual augmented reality, where they say that life is much more easier and better than what we are having here, because they feel that they can do or they can achieve things which they might not able to achieve here. Now, as I said, coin has two sides of the two sides, right? Now, then what about the crime? So if I kill someone in a virtual reality or augmented reality platform, okay, uh, and that and somebody files a case against me of that particular crime, whether this case is really valid or not. Okay. Uh, because for the reason that now even officers are changing into Microsoft workspaces, like Microsoft workspaces, who has a virtual reality where you can have a full-fledged office setup, where people can work as is as they can work right now, right? So question is that if there's a crime which has happened in virtual reality or in augmented reality and it is not here, okay, in actual reality, and the person basis on the crime, first thing, whether he's able or she is able to file a case. Second thing, if the case is filed, okay, whether it can enter or go into the legal boundaries, okay. And third is, if yes, then whether the culprit can will be punished, okay, even though he has not physically done anything, but he has committed a crime in the virtual. So this has been a so this has been a lot of uh, discussion point. There have been a lot of discussion points around it in a lot of judicial and law councils. Okay. both domestic and international. And it has been found out that in certain cases where even where the crime is done not in actual space but in virtual space, okay, carries the same kind of weightage as a physical crime. So which gives a lot of lot of stringency, okay, and a discipline which you have to, everybody have to take it or keep it or maintain it when there is a when there is a uh, virtual crime as well. So yes, this is a good thing, I would say, right? This is a good thing that your judicial uh, s- uh, you know your judicial coverage is now increasing, and it is actually getting into places where we have not even thought that there will be a judicial handcuffs. With that, okay, and that's really which I wanted to have you aware of it, okay. So with that, I am. I hope you have actually enjoyed it. This particular session. I'm open for questions here. If you have any questions, we can easily have some time. We can easily go about it. So yes, waiting for the questions. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, any questions would be fine. I mean, I'm okay. Not just have to be going from what we have discussed, but anything which you want to speak it up, any topic regarding your cybercrime or any kind of cybersecurity stuff. How do you do it? Uh, So yes, okay, this is a good question. Okay, I see Roncy boy putting up a question that which under which section of IPC cybercrimes comes under. So yeah, so it's little tricky to understand. So there is no actual direct act on cybercrime. Okay, and these acts are particularly coming under IT Act. Okay, so if you go in IT Act, if you see section coming from section 67, okay, onwards, you will see basically these sections are talking about your digital abuse. Okay, whether it's a technical abuse, technological abuse, or a digital abuse, yes, you have those acts coming under. However, privacy related points, okay, though it was coming under the Confidentiality Act in IT, but now since DPDP Act is there, okay, soon it will be coming under the different it's separate periphery. Hope that answers your question. Okay. Yeah, I some more yeah, questions. Really, I was rather thinking of having meeting you guys and exploring some of the interesting cases. Okay, but having said that, yes, we will do that sometime. Yeah, tell me, sir. Thank you everyone for liking it. Although it was, uh, I didn't want to go too much deep because it's little emotional topics, because the cases which I have handled in person working with Mumbai Cyber Cell, uh, I cannot forget. There are a lot of things which I cannot forget. So I have, I confine myself only on the awareness. But yes, when we connect offline, I can share you some more stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, Mr. Sudhir, what are the most common mistakes people make that lead to cyber attacks. Okay, so I'll give you one word answer, that is FOMO, fear of missing out. So we are so engrossed, okay, in ourselves, and in a feeling that people should be thinking about me, talking about me, and I should be famous. This is the biggest mistake which we do, okay, which leads to cyber attacks. I'm only talking about from the identity perspective. I'm not going into the systems or anything. I'm just going into the identity. So identity, which leads this particular problem, leads to uh, sharing something which you should not be sharing it. Okay, and that something what you shared actually boomerangs you back. Okay, so that same information somebody else captures it and uses it and then throws back to you. Hope that answers. So I have, when I cyber attacks, I have only confined myself only to the identity part. Otherwise, cyber attacks can be identity, can be on your network, your servers, can be anywhere, right? So I have just limited my point onto the identity-based attacks. Hope that answers. Yep. More questions? I mean, there are some exciting questions coming up. I'm really interested. Thank you, sir, for your question. Waiting. And sir, what skills and certifications you recommend in a career in cyber security? Now, yeah. So this I get this question I get a lot of times in my LinkedIn connects as well. A lot of students, they want to come to cybersecurity and they are asking that how to start the cybersecurity. So one thing you have to understand that certifications is okay, but experience is best because uh, certifications without experience, you are unnecessary uh, bringing up the expectation of your employer or your prospect employer from you, which is not required. And it is very important to understand that you cannot live to that particular expectation because you are new in this particular field. So certifications, I never did certifications. Okay, I never did certifications. I just were got some self studying and then start working on it. Okay, and very later when I thought that now it's time, probably I should get some kind of a credentials into my resume, and that's where I thought of getting into the certification thing now. But one thing what you have to understand is your next part of the question is recommend in a career in cybersecurity. Now you have to understand there is nothing called a cybersecurity. Your cybersecurity has is a collection of islands. Okay, now you have to be very clear in in choosing. Okay, it could be on a threats, it could be on GRC, it could be auditing, it could be consulting. There are a lot of things which is there in cybersecurity front, right? So you have to be choosing that wisely, and then you can take it up. Yeah, how can beginners gain practical experience? So yes, so this is what something which is a good question. Now, what we are doing is we are planning to start some good sessions or training programs in Homi Bhabha itself. Okay, which will be more from what is there on the industry. Okay, because I have been working in this area from around like more than 22 years, seen the entire transition of cybersecurity. Okay, so we will be starting some. The same thing is right now happening in SNDT. It is about to end, and we will be shortly starting it with Homi Bhava. You can come down, you can see, you can experience, and there is no theory. I don't believe in theory. Okay, you have, and even I don't believe in textbooks. you have your chat GPT, you have your internet with you, and that's more than enough where you can get some actual information. But what you will not get is the practical experience, right? So that practical experience is something which we are targeting here. Okay, we are building up a lab. Okay, here. So you can come down, you can discuss it up, you can register, you can see experience, and you will understand that. uh Certifications, again, I said, don't I will really say, don't invest on certification right now. Okay. Because I don't see right now there is any need of certification. It's my personal view. There's no need of certifications. The more what you need today is skill sets. Okay. And your certifications doesn't vouch on a skill set. Right. So what I would say is, get some um, get some skill sets, get some experience, get some good projects, work on some good projects, and grow some experience around it. And then when you think that this is I need really need a certification, then you can easily go and nobody's stopping you. But right now, I believe for freshers and for students, uh, don't look at certifications. Look first to get more and more knowledge. Okay. Practical experience. Hope that, again, I'm saying it's my personal view. Okay. But hope that answers the question. Yep. More questions? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Same here. Some complex, I mean, something which you want to discuss may not be you know aligned with what we discussed on a PPT, but something you might discuss, or you might want to discuss. Okay, something you have witnessed, or you have been into some situations, so you can discuss it. I mean, I'm okay. I'm okay to answer you on that. Any more questions coming up? Okay, all right. So if there's no questions coming up, you can easily reach out to me if you have any questions. We can speak offline. Okay. Uh, but uh, yeah, thank you, ma'am. Hope you have liked the session. Yeah, we can as I said, we can sync up, we can connect, and probably we can have more more understanding on the current situation. As I said, we are anyways um, started planning on launching some good cybersecurity uh, um, or cybersecurity vigilance courses, I would say. okay, which is open for not only for students but also, professionals, housewives, or housemakers, for everybody. I would say everybody across genders, right? So just basically, we are planning to do that as well. So yeah, if you feel that that makes sense and you would like to join, you're more than welcome on that. We can share you the details, and you can just come down and chat, and we can join it. Thank you, everyone. Thank you then. Uh, it was delighted. Okay, you can connect with my LinkedIn profile. Okay, you can check my name there, and you can just connect it on that, and we can have more discussions about it. But I would also like to, again, before signing off, okay, I would also like to again recode that we are launching some good, exciting cybersecurity courses. Please take some time, check on it. Okay, speak with bring your friends and everybody. So just check on it. So on that note, okay, I am signing off for now. Okay, and I'm very sure we will meet shortly. Thank you, guys. Thanks a lot. Have a nice day.